Team Brock coming at you with our own Zap with a Spellbook profile.
Yo, what's up? This deck sucks, but here we go. Spellbooks. So this is the Priestess variant. So 3 Priestess.
Priestess variant?
Yep. No World. World is very bad. If you can resolve World, he's really, really good and deadly. But this is just far more consistent. So you need a boss monster because a lot of your monsters are weak. So 3 Priestess. 3 Magician. This is the guy you want turn 1. This is your automatic +1, gets all your combos going. He's basically the best monster besides Priestess. You want to start off with him. Opening this is really bad. You always want to get to this guy somehow. You can open with secrets to get to this guy as well. So basically, just getting to this guy is what you want to do.
You know what they do.
Next, 3 Justice.
Come for me!
Justice is really nice because she's a +1 if you get off her effect. And worst case scenario, she's a 1600 beat stick, which is really nice because if you power her up, you can get over things like Ophion. And if you power her up and use power with Master, you can get over literally anything with 3600. So you can get over all the Necroz rituals, and you can get over Synchros as well with it. And then the last monster I'm playing is 1 Kaiku. This card is really good against Necroz because they can't vanish to get their mirrors. And overall, it's just really good. 2800 with power, so you can attack over Trishula with it, which is really nice. And Rescue Cat, because Rescue Cat. Onto the spells.
So it's a 41 card deck, right?
Yep, 40 cards plus Rescue Cat. 3 Spellbook of Secrets. This is the card you want to get with Blue Boy or Crescent. But you also, if you can open this with Blue Boy, you have the combo. So if you know anything about spellbooks, you know what the combos are. So 3 Secrets, staple. 3 Spellbook Library, the Crescent. This card people think is bad and play it at 2. This card is bad, but you have to play it at 3 because you want to open it. Because if you can open this with the Blue Boy, you have the combo. So it's an easy side out, game 2 and 3. You can side one out fairly easily, as well as just pitch it for Priestess if you need to. So playing this at 3 is completely necessary.
12, 34, 56.
Yo, 69, am I right?
Okay, so 2 ofs. 2 Spellbook of the Master. Some people play this at 3. That's terrible. You should never play this at 3 because there's so many conditions that you need to meet to activate this card. So 2 Master is really nice. 2 Eternity. You need to play 2 because the off chance you have to banish one of your spellbooks, you need to have the other one. Because once you banish this, it's gone. Because this cannot add back itself. So you need to play 2. 3 is too many. 2 Spellbook of Wisdom. This card is absolutely terrible. Especially right now, this card fucking sucks. But you have to play it because what you can do is use this to make your monsters huge. And you need this, when you activate this, you need the play to stick. So what you do is you search for this, power up your monster, and then attack over their monster and search. So this just gives you the protection. But the reason why I'm playing 2 is because of that, and because you need more Spellbook names for Priestess. But this card is really bad. And the last 2 Grand Spellbook Tower. This card is amazing. Probably the best card in the deck, aside from Secrets. It allows you to keep drawing under Reckless, which is very nice. And when it dies, if you have a lot of spellbooks, you can get a free Kaiku. The 1-ofs, 1 life. This card is even worse than Wisdom. This card is fucking awful. Nothing really more to say about that. 1 power. You only need 1, but this is one of the best cards in the deck. You can use Master to make your monster 2000 attack more, and if it kills a monster by battle, you can search for 2 spellbooks, which is insane. So power is really nice. You can recycle it with Tower, Eternity. It's just really good. You don't need multiples, but it's one of the best cards in the deck. And then 1 Fate, because it's at 1. That's why this deck is bad, because there's no judgment and this card's at 1. But it's fairly easy to recycle if you can keep your Tower on board. So Fate is a thing. Banishing without targeting is a thing. And then I play 1 non-Spellbook spell in Book of Moon. It's really good because you set it, and then you can flip it and set your Blue Boy and search and do more fun stuff. So,
Blue Boy. I thought it was a -1 all the time.
Not if you're playing Spellbooks.
I'll show you, Neg.
And then I'm playing some traps. 3 Reckless Greed.
Really like fucking Reckless Greed on this deck.
This is the best card in the deck. because of Tower. You can plus off this. If you draw multiples, you just win. But you can even activate one recklessly because you don't need your draw phase.
Recklessly activate Reckless Greed.
Yeah, because of Tower. So Reckless is amazing. And I always tend to draw this in multiples against Pat, so that's really nice. And then I'm playing 3 main deck Mind Crush because this deck is bad. So you need to be able to beat Necros and decks that are actually good. So 3 Mind Crush. 3 Fiendish Chain because Blue Boy is 500 attack, so nothing really more to say about that. Also negating Trish is pretty good. 2 Mirror Force. I don't even really know why I'm playing this card. It's okay in theory. It was okay last format and beginning of this format, but right now it's not very good, but I guess I'm still playing it. And then 1 Vanities because it's one of the best cards in the deck. This card is absolutely insane. If you can set it up and just flip it on your opponent standby phase, they can't Denko you. Well, they can obviously still summon Denko, but this isn't locked under Denko. So standby phase, you flip it and just win. Onto the extra deck. It doesn't really matter because it's Spellbooks. But I'm playing 2 Shining Elf. You're probably thinking, why 2? Because I only run 3 level 3s. But you do run this terrible card, which allows you to get stuff back. So there have been times where I wanted to go into the second, and you almost always go into this guy because he's a spellcaster. So you can still use all of your Spellbook spells. So 2 Shining Elf, and then I'm playing 1 Phoenix. This is really good for just pushing for damage when you have like double or triple Priestess. You can just push for game with this. 1 Gotchi. I never made this card except once in a locals. It actually won me a game against Volcanics where I was just sitting on it with a Priestess, and he ended up killing my Priestess, and then he didn't have any more monsters, so I just turned this to attack mode and started beating him down with it, and he eventually had to use 3 resources to get rid of it, so it was okay. And then,
I'm glad none of you guys play Volcanic, Jesus Christ.
And then I was playing some rank 3s because Double Justice, sometimes you can get like locked under Skill Drain, or you can just get 2 Justices where you don't have Spellbooks in your hand, so there's no point in getting a Priestess. So 1 Leviathan Dragon. The reason why you play this is because he can instantly detach a material to get a Spellcaster engrave for Tower. So that's really nice. 1 Nightmare Shark. I've stolen so many games I shouldn't have won with this. If my opponent has like a Leo or his cards I can't get over, you can just make this guy and like attack past it and win unfairly. 1 Acid Golem for Skill Drain. And 1 Zen Mains because it's a really good generic rank 3. And then because you're playing all of these low ranks, you play 2 Downer Magician. This card is probably the best card in the extra deck because it's a Spellcaster with Piercing. And if you do the combo that I talked about earlier with Power and Master, and you make her 2,000 attack higher, you can make her 45 or 47 with Piercing, which is just absolutely insane. You can just steal games that way. So 2 Downer. And then I'm playing the Duo for rank 7s because you can make rank 7s. And you don't really ever make this, but this card is really good because it's a Spellcaster. The same thing applies. You can use Power on it to make it 46 if you use Master. So it's really good. So my advice to you is not play this deck. It's very bad, but that's Spellbooks.
Thank you very much, Zach. That's been his profile for Spellbooks for the April 2015 format, and I like fucking guys in the ass. Like and subscribe.